both sides is towards us, so they will be fully visible. Hence join them with the full line because it's a visible edges, so full line would be there. Now just think about the previous one. Here, this edge OA and OB, what's about that? OA, it is below side, OAB is towards XY line on VP, so that edge will not be visible. So join them with the dotted line like this. This dotted line shows the OAB triangle, and OB, O1 dash B1 dash with the dotted line, that is not visible. So joined by dotted line. So we have drawn second line. Second line says that a hexagonal pyramid 25 side and base axis 60 mm long has triangular face in VP. So its triangular face is in VP, and the side of the base which is in that triangular face makes an angle of 30 degree with HP. Means the side of that triangular base. So which triangular base? That is OAB. It is resting on OAB. So the side of that triangular base, that is A1 dash B1 dash. This A1 dash B1 dash makes an angle of 30 degree with XY line, right? So we have to tilt this front view in such a way that the angle between this A1 dash and B1 dash and XY line becomes 30 degree. So for that, either we have to redraw this front view or auxiliary method can be used. So in that auxiliary method, we have to draw another line which makes an angle of 60 degree with XY line like this, or 30 degree with A1 B1. You can see here, if you draw a line at an angle of 60 degree over here, the angle between this line and the side length AB would be 30 degree. You can see here, extend AB, this angle is 60, so this angle would be 30 degree. You can draw, see here, if you draw a right angle triangle over here, put it over here, this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 60 degree, then this would be 30 degree. So we have drawn auxiliary axis. You can name them x1 y1 or any x2 x dash y dash. After that, transfer all these points A, B, C, D, E on this auxiliary plane. So for that, draw a line perpendicular to this auxiliary plane like this from those points, from A, B, C, D, E and F. From all these points, draw lines perpendicular to this auxiliary plane from A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash like this, E dash and F dash. From A, from B would be somewhere here, this is from B, that would be here, and here would be D point. Vertical line from point D which is perpendicular to that auxiliary plane, that would cut over here. From B it would be here. Now we know the position of all these points in top view. So measure the distance of these points in top view. Point A is here. Point A you can mark here, somewhere here. Point B is on XY line, so somewhere here. You can name the points point A and point B. You can see here, line from point B1 dash, this line. It is on here, AB is on XY line. So A and B, or A1 dash and B1, A1 and B1 would be on that auxiliary line X dash Y dash, right? Apex point O is on XY line, so its apex point O would be here, O1 would be here. Here dash mark should not be there because it's top view. So A is here, B is here. Then where will be C? So for that, measure the distance of point C from XY line. Measure this distance, C from XY line, and then draw a line from point C, this line from point C drawn perpendicular to this auxiliary plane as we have drawn over here like this, perpendicular to this auxiliary plane, and from that mark a distance over here, take this point as a center, cut arc over here, and here is one point C. that is point C. Similarly, point F would be at the same distance on that side, so we can directly transfer that point over here, somewhere here. So this is point F and this is point C. So we have identified 4 points A, B, C and F. Now what's about point D and E? So for that also, from point D and E, draw lines perpendicular to auxiliary line, measure the distance of top view of point D and E from XY line, measure this distance, cut arc on those extension lines like this, line from D, line from E, and mark points on D and E. On E, point would be here, on D, the point would be somewhere here. Here is point E and here is point D, or D1, C1, E1 and F1. Then join all these points, 6 points, with a straight line. So this is AB would be here, AB, then BC, then CD, DE, EF, FA would be here, and AB. So this is the hexagonal base and it would be fully visible. So all these points should be joined with the full line. No any dotted line would be there in these 6 points. And here is the apex point O. So join that apex point O with OD as a full line, OC and OB with the full line. But what's about OE, OF and OA? Those edges will not be visible, hence join that apex point with those edges with the dotted line like this. So this edge is not visible, so shown by the dotted line, and this is the final answer of question number 1A. In exam you can write like this. Answer number 1A, front view, top view, front view, top view, and this is correct answer. Question asked for 7 marks. So 2 marks for each. This one 2 plus 2 4, 5, 6 and 7. Or 1 mark for these 2 views. 2 plus 2 4 plus 1 5 plus 2 7. That would be the distribution of mark in this kind of problem. You need to insert the dimensions in this case, hexagonal 25 and height 60. No any dimensions needed to be inserted over here, and here you can see this AB makes an angle of 30 degree with HP, with vertical plane. So I hope the solution is clear to you. The next problem, question number 1B. A cone is resting on HP on its periphery of the base. Its axis makes an angle of 30 degree with horizontal plane and 45 degree with vertical plane. Draw the projections of cone if the diameter of the base is 40 mm and length of its axis is 60 mm. Here cone is given and it is resting on its periphery on its base on HP. So first we have to draw its top view, that is circle, its front view, that is triangle, and we have to tilt its front view in such a way that the axis makes an angle of 30 degree with horizontal plane. So the solution would like this. First of all, draw XY line which represents intersection of HP and VP. Draw circle, diameter is given to us, that is 40 mm and radius 20 mm. Insert the dimension, diameter 40 mm. Draw axis, vertical axis and horizontal axis. Draw projection lines. Height is given as 60 mm. So on axis you can mark here a point at a distance of 60 mm on the upper side, and join a triangle. Because it's a cone, its front view would be a triangle, so it is to be drawn like this. Now it is given that this triangular cone makes an angle of 30 degree with XY line with HP. So draw a line which makes an angle of 30 degree with XY line like this, and transfer this this triangle over here like this, such that the angle between this axis and XY line is 30 degree. In the first case, the angle between this axis and XY line is 90 degree, and in this case, in the second step, that angle is 30 degree. After redrawing this front view at an angle of 30 degree, let me divide this circular cone into equal number of parts, say 8 equal parts like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into 2, that is 8. The line drawn at an angle of 45 degree, that is equal division of this circle. And as the surface of this cone is a curvature by nature, we draw imaginary lines over the periphery of this outer surface. So these are the imaginary lines drawn over the surface, or it is called as the generator lines. Name those points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 points are there over the outside periphery of this cone, and transfer. This is apex point O, the apex point O dash in front view. Name the points in top view. From top view, transfer to the front view. Here is point number 1 dash, vertical line from point 2. Here is point number 2 dash, and 8 dash. This is 8 this point. Vertical line from point 3 and 7, point 3 dash and 7 dash. Vertical line from points 4 and 6, 4 dash and 6 dash would be here, and this is point number 5 dash. Now transfer all these points. Join these edges, these points with its apex point O dash like this. So these are the imaginary generators drawn in front view as well. Transfer these generators in its tilted view by taking arc or by measuring the distance from 1 dash and 5 dash. Name the points 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash and 8 dash. After naming all these points, this is apex point O dash. Take projections from this front view. Vertical line from point 1 dash, horizontal line from point 1. Here is point number 1. Then horizontal line from point B. Projection from point 2 dash, point number 2. From 3, 3. From 4, 4. 5, 5. From 6, 6. From 7 and 7. From 8 and 8. So these are the points over the periphery in top view. And about apex point O dash, vertical line from point O dash, horizontal line from point O. So this is the apex point. Now what do you say about its base? If you look from this top side, its base would be visible or not. If you look from here, then this circular base will not be visible. Of course, outside line would be visible, and this inner portion, this edge will not be visible. So that edge should be drawn with the dotted line as shown here, and this is outside line, so join them with the full line like this. These points are joined with the dotted line and this with the full line. Now this apex point should be joined to this elliptical shape with the straight line in such a way that this line is tangent to this ellipse like this. So these two lines are drawn not to this point, but they should be drawn in such a way that it becomes tangent to this elliptical base. These are the generators over its elliptical base, and this base is not visible, hence these generators will also not be visible, hence join with the dotted line. And this is apex point O dash and O. Now the second step is clear over. Think about the third one. Here it is given an angle of 45 degree with vertical plane is given. See, in this case the angle between this axis and vertical plane is 0 degree, or both are parallel to each other. We have to tilt this front view, this top view in such a way that its axis makes an angle of 45 degree with vertical plane. So for that, what should we do? So for that, draw a line at an angle of 45 degree with XY line and transfer all these points over here. So, or redraw this shape over here at an angle of 45 degree. Then transfer points from respective points 1, 1, horizontal line from point 2 dash, vertical line from point 2, horizontal line from point, here is point number 2, horizontal line from point 3 days, vertical line from point 3, point number 3 is here. Similarly for point number 4, so this is point number 4, point number 5, point number 5 here, then 6, then point number 7, then point number 8, and apex point, vertical line from point, this apex point O, horizontal from O dash, this is apex point O dash. Now think about this base. If we look from here, this apex point is away from us and base is towards us. So if you look from here, this elliptical base would be fully visible to us. So these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they should be joined with the smooth curve and with the full line. No dotted line would be there in this elliptical shape because the base is towards us, hence it would be fully visible. Similarly, apex point is here. So join that apex point with this ellipse in such a way that it becomes tangent to this ellipse like this. There should not be any scratches or corner over here. These lines should be tangent to this ellipse. And this is the axis of the problem of this cone. I hope the solution of this problem is clear to you, and we will continue the solution of the more problem in the next coming session. Thanks to all of you and wish you all the best for your exam.